The whole point is we're back to like hot, pretty, blue-eyed, blonde-haired woman doing ads again for national organizations. The Fruit of the Loom logo. What is it?
Fucking cornucopia.
Apparently, no, it's not.
Wait, what?
I don't care what. I actually don't even care what the justification is. Just make it a good one so it sticks in the media.
He's already not set up right at all.
He has 3 spotters.
It was a giant anti-war peace book. Like, that's what it was. And then he just made this, like, badass film that literally didn't go with what the book was.
Nothing.
Truly, like, the essence of it, and it was awesome.
Boom. What's up, everybody? I just want to let everybody know right from the outset, we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl and the halftime controversy. And both Super Bowl halftime shows were incredibly gay. It's just which choice of gay you wanted. Did you want Boomer gay or did you want Puerto Rican gay? And I'll let everybody else kind of take it from here. My wife watched it. I was doing my podcast. I was playing The Last of Us 2. So I've limited commentary, but I'm sure we'll get plenty of stuff throughout the night. But of course, we got Ignatius and his co-host on their show with us today. Right now, comments up or else I'd read his name. And it
Doug.
just completely slipped my mind. So Doug, thank you.
Doug.
Anyways, good to see you guys. What's up?
Well, thanks for having us on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And especially the halftime show, because, I'll tell you, it might be somewhat unpopular in Twitter, but I do watch football, and I watched both halftime shows, and I agree. They were really, really bad in special and unique ways. I like that that's where we're at now in politics, where you can pick which brand of cancer halftime show you prefer. But, yeah, I do a podcast with Doug called The Intifada Globalists that we've been doing for about a month now. So I'll let Doug introduce himself.
Cool. Yeah, I'm Doug, and I did not watch the either halftime show, which may make me a little bit useless as a guest because the entirety of last weekend I was editing the podcast. We had a 4-hour call with a guest that I had to collage into a more reasonably lengthed pod.
If we ever did 4 hours in the show, I'd fucking hang myself. But yeah,
for the commenters or for the audio listeners, I think it's great that a gay guy with Down syndrome played the halftime show. Very progressive, and I agree. And don't worry, I also didn't watch either halftime show or the football game because I am straight. I know that's news to some.
No, that's not true. You don't have to lie to everybody. We know that's not true. No, I mean,
you would know, Adam.
I would know. They were both, like Kyle said, they were both just fucking cringe. One was boomer cringe, one was gay brown cringe. It's like it didn't matter. I mean, that clearly. By the way, Ignatius said it like the best, like in the Twitter sphere, especially in our circle. People are like, oh, it's gay goy slop like football. I go, yeah, I don't care. Like it's like we talked about this before. Like I need something in my life to watch and enjoy everything. I understand everything's gay, whatever, but like I played football my whole life. I watched it my whole life. I'm gonna still watch football no matter how much they hate me.
I know we've talked about this before, Adam, but it's like people, when I bring up that I'm a huge heavy metal guy, and I know Ignatius is as well. People are like, oh, all these metal people, they're huge progressive lefties. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I would have nothing to listen to. Like, I grew up listening. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we can't read that is, I really like that.
There, dude. We just got monetized.
How did that go past the filters?
That's pretty funny. Yeah, we can't read that,
They're
but
letting
I do
us go
like
now.
that. But yeah, basically all the metal artists are total progressives, but I'm sorry. I like heavy metal. I like the way it makes me feel, and I grew up with it. So I'm not going to abandon that just because I don't like the way that some of these people feel politically. And the same goes for sports. Like, yeah, there's some gay Jews that probably own sports teams, but like at the end of the day, Adam grew up playing football and most guys grew up playing sports. So you still want to watch some sort of proxy for war, have some kind of entertainment.
Yeah, it's like bread and circus all day. I get it. I understand. Like I'm not like disassociated. Like I understand the message that people, but it's like I don't care. I can't not watch or enjoy anything.
Yeah. I mean, I watch football. I just didn't care because of the teams.
Well, I mean, the Nazis can point you out some metal that's not made by leftists.
Well, I was gonna say I was really into black metal since I was younger, so there's plenty of.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
But no, I always think bread and circuses. It's like you read about like circuses back in the day where they had the freak show and they had like the strong men and all, and I'm like, I would have gone to that every time. I mean,
100%.
I use social media to see weird people.
Now we just watch Kill Tony. It's the same thing.
Make some midget with lobster claws back in the day. Throw popcorn at him. Yeah, that sounds fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I totally would have been at the Coliseum drunk every weekend. Like,
Same, yeah, like fucking kill him. Just yelling. 100%. I'm a dumb meathead. Like I get it, but like fuck it, I'm gonna watch it. But yeah, the halftime shows were fucking shit. I tuned out. I gave him like a minute each. I was like, I'm good. I also watched like a lot of people like who were at the Super Bowl like filmed the crowd reaction during his performance, and they're just watching like stunned. Like no one's enjoying themselves. Like no one was like, yeah, like we were just like, huh, that's a thing happening in front of me. I guess I paid $2,000 to watch this bullshit. It's like,
I think it's become like they have to like one up themselves. It's like this once a year huge thing that tens of millions of people watch, and it just like I think they have to go so over the top each year that it just becomes a parody of itself. So you know, no matter what it is, it's going to suck. It has to.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some good ones in the past. The
Like,
Lady
why
Gaga
can't
one
you-
was good, not for nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Like, why
so
can't we
in
have?
Bad Bunny's in his performance, he had like all the flags of like Latin America. Do you think?
Well, it was all the flags of the Western Hemisphere of the Americas,
Like, yeah, but like,
but most of them are Latin American.
do you think this is like the progressive saying "F you" for voting for Trump?
I think people were leaning into that a little bit too much. I mean, I don't know.
I saw another.
Well, I mean, he
conspiracy
introduced
theory.
that bit with a "God bless America" joke, then emphasizing that he was using the Spanish definition of America rather than the English one.
Yeah.
Mm.
That always annoys me. I get into it with because I do a lot of Mesoamerican history, so I get into it with people from Latin America all the time, and I switch between English and Spanish when I'm typing with them. It's like when I talk Spanish, I say Estados Unidos, but when I'm talking English, it's America, and in English, it's two continents, North and South America. In Spanish, they just call it one continent, which is America. So it's just a language thing, and for some reason, people can't comprehend the linguistic difference between the two languages, and even if they do, they just say it's a political BS thing.
Insisting that
I
when
don't
somebody speaks English and uses the word embarrassed, they must mean the Spanish embarazada, because that's what it is in Spanish.
Yeah, it's dumb.
The whole thing is fucking dumb. And by the way, no football fans like can't wait for the halftime show. Like I've been watching the Super Bowl since I was fucking 7 years old. I never once was like, can't wait.
It should be Creed every year.
It should be Creed every year. I would fucking watch the shit out of that. Yeah, for sure. But it was fucking. I also lost $500 on the coin toss, and that was like downhill from there.
You bet $500 on the coin toss, you have
yeah, it
a
was
problem.
50-50, so
Jesus
It's the only
Christ.
thing that's 50-50.
and I lost right away. I was like, fuck. And it was downhill from there. Oh, the Seahawks won. Fuck the Patriots. But yeah, it was gay. I mean, and Turning Point's bragging about their numbers. Like, oh, we had millions of people watch. It's like, yeah, but you had all fucking gay boomers watch it.
Yeah,
It's
millions
like,
of idiots.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? It's trash. Kid Rock lip syncing like out of sync, which
Yeah.
is also funny in itself.
Someone, I can't remember who it was. It was one of those cringe rightoid accounts that says, "Oh, you're a third worldist if you like Israel." I think it might have been Fisher King, and he seems to be a little bit more reasonable than most of the others. And maybe somebody else can speak more to that. I don't follow him that closely. I'm pretty sure he actually said, like, if we're gonna do this whole right wing taking back the culture thing, it can't be just rehashing Kid Rock every year. And I was like, that's about as reasonable as it gets, because like at this point, like, remember the whole Bud Light protest, and Kid
Yeah.
Rock was kind of like a leading face of that, and Trump
Yeah.
officially killed all that momentum because Bud Light had donated like $5 million or something like that to his campaign. Like the most effective right-wing cancellation campaign, Trump literally neutered it. And Kid Rock, of course, just went, oh, well, fuck it. I guess we're back on Bud Light now. So, and like Kid Rock's just like boomer cringe. Like,
Yeah.
it's
He was
just
cool about
so-
25 years ago.
Exactly. Like if
You
this
know,
was 2000, if this was 2002, it'd be like, oh my God, Kid Rock. But now at this point, it's like, can he just like not?
He opened up with
please?
Ball with the Ball. I was like, that was cool in 1999.
Yeah.
I have a somewhat connected story. This is just a personal anecdote, just about the Bud Light thing. I was in college when that happened, and I was my friend group will say it was very like a lot of fraternity type people, whatever. And I ran out of beer one night, and I go to my buddy's place, and all he had left were Bud Light, and nobody would drink it because guys would call you gay if you pulled up to a party with it. So I managed
That's
so I
awesome.
finally find a koozie. I scrounge up a koozie, and then I go to the party, and I'm drinking Bud Light, and I finish it, and I sort of shamefully slink off to the side to throw it away. And this dude just walks up to me. He goes, "Bro, are you having to drink Bud Light?" And I was like, it's all I have right now. And he was like, "Nah, man, it's good. I got you." And he takes me into another room and he starts handing me beers. And he's like, "I don't want you to have to drink that gay beer anymore, man." So that's the only conservative cancel culture thing I've seen work that well. Because nobody would drink Bud Light where I went for like at least a year.
I like how drinking Bud Light is equivalent to like you getting caught in like a fucking gay like a bathroom stall with a gay dude. Like no, we went at the same time. I wasn't fucking this dude, I swear.
Yeah, the whole bridge builder saying seems applicable here. You build 1,000 bridges, but you suck one, and then next thing you know, nobody stops.
Well, they hired Shane Gillis to like counteract the Troon thing, and everyone was like, "Oh, Bud Light's cool again" because Shane Gillis is drinking it.
Apparently not.
Like,
honestly, I think watching figure skating is less gay than watching that Super Bowl midterm or whatever. Midterm.
The Super Bowl midterms.
I don't know anything about Bad Bunny, but something about a dude in a dress that calls himself like a dude who just calls himself Bunny just is like, I don't know, man.
Up until last week, I thought Bad Bunny was that chick from Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Bad Baby, I think her name is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right. The Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I remember him. He was in the Happy Gilmore movie, the second one, and I was like, "Oh, that's who that is." And then from there on, now I just know who he is. But yeah, I mean, like people are like, "Well, he won Grammy." First of all, who gives a fuck about the Grammys? But he's like, "You won Best Album." It's like, okay, who gives a fuck? Well, that means nothing. Award shows mean nothing.
The country music awards, not like all these popular music awards, they award like the same 5 people over and over and over again. Like every year you're going to see Taylor Swift, you're going to see Katy Perry, you're going to see Lady Gaga, you're going to see whatever the insert pop artist here that sings in like this crappy falsetto that's auto-tuned to shit and back that has some generic pop song to it. You're going to see the same artist. So like, I don't care who they nominated for the best album. Like if you told me about NAMM or Metal Gods, Revolver, or something like that, then I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'll hear you out at least. But like all these other ones, like the mainstream ones, it's just the same fucking 20 people that you're going to see every single year. So yeah, if you told me Bad Bunny won the award, I'm like, wait, first of all, who the fuck's Bad Bunny? What does he sing? And then why are we watching a dude like this metrosexual dude with a whole bunch of like a borderline Jewish porn studio playing in front of the Super Bowl? Like that's literally what it was. Agnostic. I think you said it was like Israeli amorality or something like that. I can't remember what the exact tweet was, but it was pretty good.
I watched like this guy at like Media Week during Super Bowl, like they have like the media day, like a few days before the game, and he was asking like NFL players like, "What's your favorite Bad Bunny song?" And everyone was like, "I can't name a single one." Like NFL players were saying this, like they're and like not the white guys, like all the black guys too. They're like,
he is popular in Latin American countries, but so is Drake Bell.
But this is America, and football is American, and I don't want it. By the way, I'm also anti like Roger. There's going to be 9 international games next year, like 3 in England, 1 in Germany, 1 in France, 1 in Australia.
France? They're doing France now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was just London and Berlin.
1 in Brazil. There's 9. Australia. There's 9 total. And it's like,
are they just preseason though? Are they at least?
No,
my God, go fuck yourself.
Season game. And it's like I like that this is our thing.
Yeah,
I like it being American. I don't give a fuck about soccer. Soccer can eat shit and die for all I. And then all the fucking the rest of the world be like, well, the World Cup grosses 1.9 billion because all you fucking have is fucking soccer, dude. I don't give a fuck. Americans will never care about soccer. Ever. As long as football exists, soccer will never be a thing.
Well, the World Cup is this year, and it's in North America, so
I'm not gonna watch it. I'll root for America. They'll get
I'm gonna watch
down
it.
In the first round. And
No. Our group stage looks good. I think we'll get out of the group stage.
Are they American though?
Trash teams, isn't it? We got to pair with like trash teams.
Yeah. Well, mostly, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. So it's like as soon as we play anybody who actually plays soccer, we get our fucking teeth kicked in, and I'll move on. Who cares? It's like no one's watching that.
Yeah,
shit.
they got to globalize.
But soccer as a thing, the worst team can win. That's it. Like we have a chance.
Six Nations is pretty sick. The Six Nations is the rugby thing they do.
Oh yeah,
Six
Nations is awesome. I watch that usually
cool.
every year.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking sick. But like, I don't care. I don't care that
I just love watching America beat other countries.
We don't.
No, we do, dude. We're tied with Paraguay, Australia, and somebody else.
Yeah,
So,
Australia, the powerhouse of soccer. Like, who cares?
no, that's what I'm saying. We'll win. We can win that group stage easily.
It's who cares? And then we'll get again. Then we'll play Germany, and they're gonna fucking beat us 20 to fucking nothing.
That never happens.
It does. It will happen. We're not a soccer country, dude. Besides the women's team, they're good.
Yeah, they're the best team.
Dog shit. It is what
Is
it
American football even popular in Puerto Rico, or is that a soccer place?
Probably not. It's probably soccer. I'm assuming.
I don't even. I bet it's baseball. I don't think they're.
Yeah.
I don't think soccer or whatever is.
Not baseball. Baseball's way better than fucking soccer too.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I like soccer, but
Like, you're gay.
Dude, you're such a liberal.
and
Gotta
lacrosse.
defend. He's
Lacrosse
gotta
is sick.
defend.
Lacrosse is sick.
He's gotta defend all those like weird countries and their culture. So he's got to defend soccer.
I don't defend other cultures.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
do,
do.
dude.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I do.
You do, but you're a gay man. That's fine. We know that, and we still have you, so it's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dude, so I'll just say that my Instagram feed now is all about the satanic stuff coming out of the Epstein files, dude.
You
It's-
know,
Oh yeah.
maybe this makes me kind of lame, but I honestly have not even looked at the Epstein file stuff once. I'm just seeing people's reactions to it, and it's pretty much like the way I'm seeing it is like everybody who thinks that they got a gotcha on somebody in there, they're just throwing a slam dunk and saying, "Oh yeah, it's definitely that." I don't know, dude. There's so much to fucking read. I don't have the fucking time to sit here and dive in and read through all that shit. There's people smarter than me that I trust to do it, and then there's people that I don't like at all that are saying, W's from it. So it's so hard to figure out what the fuck's going on, and like, who the fuck has the time to sit there and sift through all this stuff? I think what I get worried about, and I made a tweet about this before my fucking account got hacked, but that I'm cautious to believe all the most scandalous sex stuff in there, because there is this culture that wants to deem masculinity and anything that is pertaining to masculinity as like a threat and is awful and the worst thing in the world. So like, I think a lot of people are predispositioned to basically look at men in a bad light no matter what, when we got to be careful about buying all those things at face value, because that is kind of like our cultural ethos is that men are bad, masculinity is bad. So this is a way to dunk on men writ large, which I'm not saying that there's nothing bad in there. There obviously is, but to the extent of it, I sincerely don't know. I don't have the time to read through that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, it's like, first of all, it's vindicated for everything I've been saying for fucking last 10 years. Like, it's true. Evil pedophile cabal is running the world. And then I got called a crazy person, but vindicated. Yeah, on the backs of a bunch of innocent victims, but whatever, vindicated. I'm still right.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting to me is like what the things that are becoming mainstream. And like what's becoming mainstream from these files is like the pedophile thing is still going. But another thing that's like is like a lot of normies are recognizing the racial supremacy that Jewish elites have against like all other people. Like it's so hard to like look past when like Jeffrey Epstein says goyim in like every email to like everyone, and it's like clearly that's an insult. And that's all over my like Instagram feed and stuff like it's just like normal people are sharing this. Like people that I went to high school with are like sharing this stuff now.
I gotta find that video. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
And the satanic stuff that is weird connections to, which I haven't completely looked into, that stuff is hugely popular too. And I've seen like some regime type people, like people kind of siding with like at least the Trump side, or like trying to you shouldn't look into this because it makes the Trump administration look bad or some shit like that. The Zionist accounts are trying to blame Russia. Like they're saying that Epstein was a KGB agent, which is just fucking ridiculous. If anything, if anything in the files that I've seen so far, it kind of makes the Russians look good.
Well, my understanding, I heard Daryl Cooper talk about this, and he said it was Daryl Cooper and somebody else on Provoked, Scott Horton, his podcast, where Sagar and Jetty, that was it. Even when they were reaching out to the Russians and like whatever Russian involvement was in the Epstein files, it was on behalf of Israel. Like so literally, like even if you try to remove Israel, you can't remove Israel from it, or Zionism, because this was like the only reason why Russia was involved in that is because it was on behalf of Israel.
If I remember correctly, the one Russian politician that they talk about the most, it was like when they annexed Crimea. Every single person but one in the Duma voted in support of the annexation, and the one who opposed Putin on it is the one that Epstein was closest with. Like, it's crazy to me that they're trying to blame Russia for this, especially when every other email is just Jeffrey Epstein being like, "Man, I hate those goys. Am I right?"
Yeah, well, I want to play this because this is just like. By the way, this guy couldn't look more Jewish. It's crazy. But like, it's like you would get arrested for drawing this guy in fucking England. But this is their way to like defend the goy and goyim reaction.
The weirdest thing about people obsessing over the word goy is that it's completely normal for ethnic and religious groups to have their own terms for outsiders. It's literally like how Latin Americans use the word gringo, or Hawaiians say haole, or Southerners say Yankee. All of these describe outsiders, and
those are all negative terms, but I'm gonna just keep playing the fucking.
All of them can be derogatory, but they don't have to be depending on the context. That's because there's an important distinction between an ethnic outgroup term and an ethnic slur. A slur is always insulting and always specific, while an ethnic outgroup term is more situational. So while the words goy and Gentile can be used negatively, they often aren't, and that's because these terms are more about marking a shared Jewish identity than specifically discriminating against non-Jews. And that's another important difference between ethnic outgroup terms and ethnic slurs, that the outgroup term will tell you as much about the speakers as the targets themselves. If someone calls you a Yankee, that helps define them as a Southerner. Meanwhile, if you're black and someone calls you the N-word, that shifts the focus way more to you and your ethnicity. There's less emphasis on who the speaker is when you're uttering a slur, especially because whiteness and Christianity are considered the default framing positions. So it really becomes an act of identity for an ethnic group to make their own outgroup terms. And to be clear, I think all derogatory language is bad, but if you're focusing on the word goy in particular and not something else like gringo, that's a white supremacist dog whistle, and you're weird for that.
Oh, Jesus.
The weirdest thing.
Of course.
All right, well,
Is
I'm
it
going to call
funny-
you the synagogue of Satan, but that's just me. I'm not.
You're just my outgroup.
Like one thing that's so frustrating is that you'll have like boomers that will like tell you that Muslims are going to take over the world and they're the worst people in the world, right? But like you'll have Jewish people that straight up act like that and call you a white supremacist if you're like, hey, you know what, I'd prefer if like America stayed majorly white, and I don't think we should have all these ethnic blood feuds in our country. You get called white supremacist by Jewish people, or they call that a white supremacist dog whistle, but they're allowed to call you goyim and whatever and look down at other people, like have multiple names for people who aren't Jewish, and that's just supposed to be okay.
Well, Caravaggio says it right here. Let's see what the Talmud says about goys. It's like that's the other thing too. You quote the Talmud to them, and they'll be like, "That's taken out of context." I'm like, "Oh, so saying Jesus Christ is suffering in eternity in hell in a river of excrement and shit is taken out of context?" Got it. Like, I'm retarded. I must be the retarded one for reading exactly what you wrote. That's on me. Understanding.
I have to say that the most surprising thing about a lot of the Epstein stuff to me is a lot of it is like less subtle than I thought it would be. It's almost like it's crazy because that's how like I would joke about Epstein being behind the scenes,
Right.
Just like, oh man, like I hate guys. Does anybody know where I can find women for my party that I can't talk about? But that's just how he emails people, and they're all responding to it, and they're like, yeah, Epstein, you're so cool. I love going to your parties with the women that we can't talk about. It's really, really bizarre stuff. I mean, and the thing that really got me is at the bottom of all his emails, he has a little thing, and he's like, "This is the property of Jeffrey Epstein, and if you see this email, you have to like report it to me." And I'm like, I can't believe he thought that would work. Like, assuming even he didn't get arrested. Like, if somebody found his email account, does he really think they're going to see that and be like, "Oh, never mind. I guess I can't share this stuff."
Yeah,
it's weird.
He really wrote all his emails like he was never going to get caught. That's how he wrote them, like just so blatantly. He's like, "I have everyone in my back pocket. These are never getting out." You're like, all right. I don't know. He might be alive. I think he's alive. I'm on that train now. I think the whole thing was bullshit. I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, I don't know what to believe when it comes to that. Like, I've heard people say that, but like, I'm sure there's a purpose, but I don't know. I'm not really seeing the thing here. Maybe there's a conspiracy that I'm just not aware
Yeah,
of. So,
well, I think a lot of the emails that came out too, like some of them were doctored, like they were actually fake. So they're like flooding the masses with information, and some of it's not real, and some of it is real. So it's still the early stages. It's hard to determine like which ones are real and fake right now, unless you actually go
much
and
of it
look
is
at the
real
files yourself. And but yeah, dude, I don't know. I think there's no putting this back in the bottle. Like it's too much. And like, even though that, like, a lot of people, when I talk to like some people at my job or something, like, they start going down rabbit holes that I'm like, I don't know, dude, that's a little crazy even for me. But even then it's like, I'm hearing like legitimate boomer type people like being like weirded out that this guy was connected to the Trump administration and Israel. And it's just something that like people just cannot look past in a lot of ways. Now, I don't know what like exactly, I don't think much will come from it, at least not anytime soon. But I think Israel's like relation and PR is like it's going to be very hard to recover from this.
Yeah, interestingly, on the Russia thing, Benjamin Netanyahu is not taking that angle. He's saying this isn't Israel. It was just specifically Ehud Barak. It was specifically the prime minister before me. That's his angle.
Right.
His whitewashing of it.
Well, that's sort of what everybody does in America too. Is like, if you're a Republican, you're like, oh, let's talk about the Clintons connections, and then Democrats, it's Trump, and it's like, yeah, I don't think normal people are buying any of that. Like Joe Schmo on the street, even if they're saying a lot of crazy stuff, at least they get like, it's sick that this guy was connected to that many people.
Yeah, and like one thing that I haven't heard a lot of people connect altogether is that like Trump's 2016 campaign manager was Steve Bannon, and Steve Bannon basically rolled out the red carpet for Epstein, trying to rehabilitate him in the worst way possible. So like, I don't know, like, what am I supposed to exactly take away from that when Kash Patel and Dan Bongino both, like, there were news stories coming out saying that like they explicitly worked to cover this up. And then Trump's 2016 campaign manager was very, very good friends with Epstein. Like, how am I supposed to just look away from that and say that, like, oh, yeah, Trump didn't have anything to do with this? I don't know the extent. I legitimately don't. But, like, I can't say it looks good when your campaign manager was very intimately close with Epstein. And then the two guys working underneath you who vociferously campaigned on full transparency and did a
How does vociferously mean? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. But
no,
like,
I don't know what it means. I really don't.
They campaigned very, very strictly and hyperbolically on full transparency over the Epstein files. Then as soon as they get elected, they do a 180. And it's only because Trump picked them. Like, how am I supposed to look at that and be like, oh, yeah, Trump had nothing to do with any of this? And then, of course, everybody knows about his mentor, Roy Cohn. And there's all these pictures of Epstein and Trump. And then the thing that people always throw out, oh, well, he threw Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago back in 2019 or 2011 or whatever the fuck it was. Like, you didn't turn him into the police when you knew he was doing stuff with little girls. Like, I don't know, man. To me, that sounds kind of like a bigger deal. Like, you just kind of gave him a little slap on the wrist for doing stuff that you know was wrong. So, once again, I don't know the full extent of it, but I don't know how you can look at all of that and just say, yeah, there's nothing or it's just innocuous. There's nothing going on here.
What's that fat fuck's name? Mike Tracy?
Yeah.
He was like, by the way, 16, 17-year-olds isn't like illegal. I'm like, this is the wrong battle to die on.
Yeah.
My guy.
You're technically right, and also shut up.
Yeah. I mean, he may be right, but I'm not going to die on that hill, especially not right now.
Yeah. It's
in the
like,
France incident, there were like literally 12-year-olds in the France one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's like these people backpedaling and just defending. It's like zero moral grounds at all they ever have to stand on again. And like anybody who still follows these people, like I never got it. I definitely don't get it now, how they have a following, and like Kyle can't even get his account back. These people are like defending Epstein.
This comment, by the way, for the people listening, meanwhile, the red hat sheep are defending his ass like a simp defending an OF model.
Yeah.
Completely true. And also, this is very awkward for me because I know a lot of people that like know him personally, but Joe Rogan seems completely compromised at this point.
Well, Yeah, I was never looking at Joe Rogan as the fucking beacon of like.
Obviously, yes.
Like, you know, I was like, what does Joe Rogan have to say about the political climate? I don't give a fuck what Joe Rogan has to say.
Well, but he's running explicit cover for it, accidentally or not. I mean, he's having on people.
How?
Like the people he has on, Kash Patel not pushing back. He had on another guy that was director of something, talking about he was trying to excuse a lot of it. It's crazy, man.
Well, how recent was this?
There's podcast cringe and Too Lazy to Try videos on it.
Okay, yeah, I know he had Kash Patel on, didn't really push him on it, but I'm not as familiar with like any of the.
I wish I remembered the other guy's name.
Well, it's wild to run off the platform of, hey, we're gonna release Epstein files, and then it's like, this is fake, guys. You guys are retarded for believing this. It's like, didn't you run off this release?
Yeah, and then what's his face?
You guys are still talking about that?
Yeah, Dan Bongino said, "Oh, it's Middle Eastern intelligence. Like you don't know who that is.
Where is Israel?
We know exactly what Middle Eastern intelligence means."
Did you see what Laura Loomer tried to say?
Was she saying Qatar? She was probably.
She was saying it was Qatar and the Saudis and the Russians.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you got it literally back. You got an American Jewish guy married to an Israeli British woman, and you're like, oh, clearly they were working for the Arabs and the Russians.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm shocked she didn't throw the Chinese in. To be honest with you, like it's incredible. It's a 180.
Yeah, as we all know, great partners in life, the Arabs and Jews. It's like so fucking crazy, dude. But it really is this ghost show. It's like they're like, yeah, they're doing this. What are you gonna do about it? And I'm like, nothing. I guess you're right. Got me. I ain't gonna do shit. Like they just have you by the balls. They have all of us by the balls. No one's gonna do a goddamn thing about it, and they know that. That's why it's all out.
Well, what's interesting to me is like it looks like in Britain there's actually some repercussions. Like Keir Starmer seems like he's stepping down. There was another big politician over there. Like there's actual people like, oh shit, we got to step down. And I know they're vastly unpopular over there as well, so it's not, maybe that has something to do with it. But it just seems like there's like literally here and there's no repercussions. Like I haven't seen anyone that's being fired or.
Well, there's
down.
people from Yale and Harvard, like Ivy League schools. A lot of them have connections, and I don't know how much there's going to be like as far as actual consequences, but that hopefully we'll see that.
Well, Prince Andrew's still running around.
Didn't he get like relieved of his position though?
Yeah, that really matters, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, good point.
I mean, come on. He's still literal royalty, and nothing's going to happen to him.
I think he's technically not. Like, I think he's like I could be incorrect, but I think he's like former Prince Andrew now. I think he was ripped of his title.
Oh, no.
But that's like, that's nothing.
Yeah. It's all a fucking joke, dude. We're fucked. We're so fucked. And now the whole Trump's going to release alien shit.
Dude, they're throwing everything. I honestly think the Super Bowl thing.
I have not seen this.
Yeah, they a lot of people in the Trump's inner circle keep saying that he's going to release like he's going to fuck.
I like Hawk's comment there. I want to see.
Can't think of the words I'm trying to say. Yeah, like release like undeniable proof of like alien life. Which, by the way, I don't believe in aliens at all. I think that's all fucking gay too.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I have a hard time believing that we're the only life in the universe, but I obviously isn't like the debate or the time necessarily for that debate. I do like a Hawk making fun of the Roganoids. Yeah, it's pretty much like I want a secure border, but not like that. Either that or like, oh, I have no problem with people coming here. Just come the right way.
Right, come the right way and replace us.
Fuck you. I don't want you. I don't want you here either.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want any of you. Actually, I don't care if you're
legal immigration. You don't want illegal, then just mass amnesty. Therefore, no one's illegal anymore.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I want them to deport people that were born here. So, I don't care.
Sam got to go.
No, you're going first. You fucking goddamn Dago.
No one's illegal on stolen land, guys. Right? Am I right?
Yeah. I just asked Billie Eyelash.
I got the guy showed to her house trying to get in. Did you see that?
Oh Jesus, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It also shows how fake it is, because if it's on stolen land, then you leave. So then, like, you don't own your house, right?
Right.
What the hell are we doing here?
No, that's just a leftist bullshit.
Yeah, they don't even mean it.
Plan. Of course.
It's so stupid.
Of course. Like literally all of human history was someone conquered somebody else.
All land
I never
is stolen in that.
Ever being like, well, the Europeans should give back the land to whoever, and the Russians should give. It's like, nah, you lost. You know what you should have been? Your ancestors should have been better at war. How about that? Try that. Try fighting better, and then you'll have your fucking land. I don't tell you. Don't die from fucking blankets and
but
disease.
now we don't even fight at all, and they just take it.
Yeah, we're calling the Irish mickers now.
Dude, we've been doing that. What are you talking about? I agree. The Irish have to go back. Just the Italians first.
Nah, you first. Our movies are better.
Nope. No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
I've never even seen your movies. I've never seen The Sopranos. I've never seen any of them. I don't care.
You're a
The
liar.
Town is better. I know. I don't even know what the movies are called because I don't watch freaking third world BS.
This guy doesn't watch Goodfellas. Piece of shit. This is why you're.
What is Goodfellas? I do not care.
Shut up, Sam.
This is what a third worldist thinks like. You glorify crime and you think it's cool.
It is cool. Mafia shit is cool. All right. It's good old days. This is when Vegas.
Yeah, Irish
fucking
Mafia
awesome.
shit is cool.
No, it's not. No one cares about that. Name one cool Irish Mafia movie.
The Town.
It's not an Irish Mafia movie.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a bank robber movie.
Close enough.
Dumb cuck.
Hey,
not
it's mean.
All right.
Do you know that the largest single mass lynching incident happened in New Orleans, and it was a bunch of Italians getting strung up?
Fuck. I really hope you're gonna say Irish, dude. Let's get rid of that in his fucking dumb face. How dare you?
No,
really? What was it over?
They did lynch Irish people though.
Good.
The KKK was like also anti-Catholic.
I know. They keep doing
So it was
that.
Italians and Irish.
I know when they were cool, you know.
The know nothings were right.
What was the Irish incident? The Italian incident over? Do you know?
Italians being Italians and people treating them as they should.
Being fucking
I think it was
awesome?
like a mob thing. I couldn't over. It was like a mob feud over territory. I could be wrong though.
Interesting. You should bring those back too. If you dislike crime, you're really Irish. Yeah, exactly. Rex, you know, that was a give me for him because he got passed over for so many other better movies like Goodfellas. That's why they gave him that. All right. It's like when DiCaprio won for whatever the fuck he won for. He should have won for other things. Italian movies rule. I don't want to hear it. This is slander. This is anti-Italian discrimination.
Hey, gabagool. Yeah, shut up. Fuck you.
Yeah, we're all, yeah. What's the Irish known for? Their good cuisine. You almost died because you couldn't eat potatoes. You dumb fuck.
Bro, your entire cuisine is based off New World shit. It's invented in the last few hundred years. It's fucking bullshit.
And it's still better than your slop. At least we could grow food and not die. You fucking dummy.
Hey, that was the English's fault, man. Fuck you.
Good. I'm also English, so fuck.
Not
you
cool.
twice.
Yeah, so am
The
I.
English are pretty based. The English are cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
yeah, they
Thank you. Yeah. Fuck you.
English
loser.
and Germans are pretty cool. I'd say.
Because you're German.
That's right. They make the best. What do you guys think? Well, you guys are a little bit younger than us. So like, is it? I've been told that with young men, it's pretty much it's like two sides. You're either a troon or a Nazi. Is that where young men are at nowadays?
It's not an unfair not an entirely unfair dichotomy there.
No, it's kind of accurate, actually. I would say, like, among the types of guys I've always hung out with, they're all, especially in the last couple of years, like, more right-wing than I would have thought. Like, I used to, because I got into this stuff when I was a little younger. You know, I was in, like, high school. It was, like, you know, 2015, 2016, that era. And it used to be you had to, like, couch a lot of this if you wanted to explain it to people. And now I'm almost doing the opposite. Like, now I'll just, like, be – I was having a conversation at a bar a couple days ago with some friends of mine, and this guy, I didn't even know he's political. He just starts dropping some like super right wing jokes out of nowhere, and it's that's if you're like a kind of straight, normal, masculine white guy, I do think they tend to be more right wing. But you've also got like a big contingent of like non-binary types, people like that. I think people on the internet sometimes exaggerate how much it is, but I definitely think that pretty much everybody my age is united in not really trusting the status quo at this point. It's just, unfortunately, some of them have gone in the wrong direction on things. But no, I'm very optimistic. This is like been the best time of my life for like that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
I think me and
like,
Nazis have both encountered people doing Holocaust revision just like out of the blue from
it's
people who
crazy.
wouldn't expect.
I've had like just all kinds of stuff. Like granted, I also had somebody tell me that like the Titanic was a central conspiracy. I had never heard any Titanic.
It might have been. That's actually, that one's kind of solid with the insurance claims. That I don't know. I don't think it really matters, but that is true.
No, this was the Europa: The Last Battle one, where the idea is it was sunk to facilitate the creation of the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Is they were saying that they.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about
that's the
this.
one I've heard before.
The kid.
See, I'd never heard it. I just heard it out of nowhere in the middle of casual conversation. But yeah, no, it's crazy. I don't know. It is interesting. It's been a great time to be a right wing guy. I'll say that.
I got younger. I'll couch this a little. I have younger people in my family, and I follow them on Instagram. And the stuff that they like publicly like on Instagram, I'm always like, God damn, dude! Like that's a little more crazy than something I would do. And it's like literally just like a translated speech from everyone's favorite painter, and it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, biggest Instagram influencer now.
Yeah,
there's a girl who I went to school with, and I used to be really good friends with her, and we're not like, like we're still friends on Facebook and stuff. She's married, has a kid, and obviously I'm married and have a kid, and she'll just like randomly like my stuff, and like she's like straight up JQing stuff left and right, and like her mom was like a teacher for like the challenge kids, if you will. And she's like JQing hard as fuck. I'm like, this is awesome. And the kid I am training now, he I just kind of like casually joke about JQ stuff. And then out of nowhere, he's like, did you hear that one song? I'm like, no, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, put the ovens or put the cookies in the oven so my country could be free. I'm like, whoa, dude. Fucking 19-year-old kid dropping this on me. I'm like, no, I never heard that. Let's talk about this a little bit.
Where can I find that?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Well,
yeah,
your guys' generation is like, you're Gen Z, and I do feel like it's way more like right leaning and based than like our generation, which are millennials, and like 3/4 millennials are fucking leftist cringe bullshit. It's awful. Like, we're ruining a lot of things, unfortunately. But you guys are kind of
children
saving
of the boomers.
Yeah.
I hope so, man, because I do worry, because like I've got like younger relatives, and they're fine. Like my family, I'm lucky. But you see some of the like other, like, I guess you'd say like teenagers now, like some of them, maybe it's just the fact that I'm like not a teenager anymore, but it always kind of trips me out. They're on like a whole other wavelength. I don't even know if they like how you would define their politics. So I almost think Gen Z is going to end up being more right wing than Alpha, I think. But
Gen Alpha is raised by the millennials, right? That's their kids.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, although I think there's a sort of division among Zoomers, because me and Anonsis, we were in our late teens in the post-Charlottesville era, where it was very difficult to talk about things of this nature in public. So we're always constantly surprised by just how open a lot of people have been since 2022.
Yeah, it's almost like they didn't have to build up the like survival mechanism type thing where you're like, you look over your shoulder real quick and then you crack a joke. And it's like now they're just these guys just saying it because it's like a lot of these dudes. Yeah, it's been the last couple of years. It's been like post-COVID, and especially with the JQ stuff, it was like Gaza and then Epstein have been like the 1-2, left hand right hand combo that's just totally like, blown the lid off things.
Yeah, it is interesting because when you're on podcast or online or whatever, you learn a lot of euphemisms or anything else to like saying it without saying it, basically, and you can kind of use that in real life. But when you find someone that like either was not around during the censorship or like is just not attuned to like the regime or what it does to people that talk about that stuff, they just openly say it, and then you feel like you're like, well, what am I scared of? Like what if these guys are like making jokes that I would never make in public, or these guys are speaking about politics in a certain way that I never saw coming. And yeah, it is incredibly like white pilling or very positive. I think that like there is these open dialogues that I never thought was possible, but ever since like pretty much COVID, it changed a lot of things. But then October 7th really I think that really changed, at least when it comes to like the JQ stuff. That changed everything.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes from here. Really, I mean, who the fuck knows? Millennials are fucked, so it really has to be Gen Z to save us.
Hey, y'all
'Cause
got
I
time
don't
to
know.
catch up. Once the boomers are out of the picture, that's y'all's moment to shine, you know?
Yeah,
Gotta
but like I
lock
said,
in.
3/4 of us are fucking left wing retards. It's like we're the minority in our group.
I don't think it's that bad. I think even amongst millennial white men, at least, and Hispanic included in that, they're conservative, even with millennials. Maybe not as crazy as the Gen Zs, but definitely conservative.
Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of the economic stuff is going to change a lot of people's mind rapidly. And I don't think the economic situation in this country is going to get better. I think it's actually going to get worse. And, you know, when that starts to really like take effect on people, I don't think people's like sensitivities to things will be as drastic. They'll be more open to radical change in this country is how I see it.
I'm so sick of hearing boomers and I shouldn't say boomers, but like people my parents' age, right, saying, "Oh, all my investments are doing really well." And it's like, well, yeah, but like for younger people, what you guys don't understand is that like for you that's good, but for a younger person who wants to buy that house that went up 3 times its value since you bought it, they're fucked. Like, I hate to say for the Gen Z and Gen Alpha people, but like you guys are going to struggle to fucking own a house. I got very lucky when I bought my house back in 2017. I mean, it's coming up on 9 years that I've lived in this house. And it's like, I got like right at the tail end. If you bought a house,
Me too.
you know, post like 2019, it's pretty fucking rough for you out there. So, man, people are, it's going to be fucking rough. So like boomers who are like, oh no, everything's great. Trump brought back the great economy. No, you're just seeing asset inflation continue to rise.
Right.
And basically it's literally, if you are a have not in this situation, this sounds like leftist gobbledygook, but it is true. If you're a have not, if you don't have anything, your assets don't increase in price because you don't have any assets. If you have assets, then you're good. If you have a 401k that's been banked up for 40, 50 years, it looks awesome. If you have a house, looks awesome. But if you're aspiring to buy any of that shit or get into that, you might as well just fucking say fuck it and, you know, work the gig economy and get money where
And your wages are not going up in line with the
Correct.
inflation that is at the same time increasing asset prices.
Exactly.
It's a huge issue.
I mean, I said it before, but like my wife bought our house that we live in during the financial collapse of 2008. And, you know, we live in a townhome and she paid like $175,000. Like our mortgage is like I think $1,100 a month. And our house is now worth like $300-something thousand.
Yeah.
And that's below average for house prices.
Yeah. Well, like, how are you supposed to, if you're
it went up 200 something grand, like since
well,
she
like,
owned it. Like it's crazy.
So the median household income, I think, is like $69,000. I might be wrong with that. I looked up these numbers before, but like the average income in the United States is like anywhere from like $48,000 to $64,000. Okay. On 64 grand a year, let's go as generous as possible. 64 grand a year. For healthcare, let's say you're in my situation, right? Healthcare for my job is $700 a month, right? For a wife, 1 kid, and me. A healthcare that I don't use. All right. Okay, now factor on a car payment. For like a shit box used with a bunch of miles on it, you'd be lucky to get a $500 a month car payment. Okay, now add insurance. If you're under 25, your insurance is probably around $150 to $200 a month. Average mortgage is $2,400 a month. Let's go a little bit more generous, say $1,500.
So high, dude.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and then you add college onto that, you're talking $200-$300 a month. Like all that alone, I don't know what all those numbers add up to, but $64,000 ain't fucking covering that, and you're not going to be able to do anything if you are, you know, able to afford that in today's economy.
Oh yeah, and then it's like at least something I've noticed, right, is a lot of guys. One, they're mad at Trump about the Epstein stuff. And two, it's like when he was saying like the 50-year mortgage stuff and all.
Oh my God.
That really, like, I don't know what the messaging is on that. He was saying something not long ago along the lines, right, of like, we're not going to do anything that, like, we don't want to hurt anybody's housing values. Like, we don't want to hurt prices and lower them.
It's the biggest
Possible.
middle finger.
That's ridiculous.
Pull up Luke's comment real quick. I don't know if you pulled up.
I pulled up.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I just caught that
That's
now. I had my daughter last week, so despite how bad the economy in the world is, it's impossible for me to black pill anymore. Believe me, I share that feeling very, very much so. And congratulations, that's fucking awesome. But yeah, the idea that Trump would really go out of his way and say, "Oh, we don't want housing prices to come down." So basically, you're telling us you're not going to deport, you're not going to do mass deportations because that's what mass deportations would cause is housing prices to lower because you have now less people chasing those goods. And also you just want to continue to secure the bag of boomer voters. Okay, well, like you're seeing now that like Trump is the epitome of a boomer president because he's saying, I'm going to do everything I can to make myself rich and like fuck the people who have to come after me, because JD Vance is gonna have nothing to run on at this point, especially if you're saying, oh, we don't want to lower housing prices and we're not going to do mass deportations, because Stephen Miller came out real strong. He's, you know, the big immigration hawk, and all of a sudden he's now saying we should maybe deport all the illegals now. It's like, oh, so everybody, like, people got mad at Dave Smith for his take on the whole ICE situation, but he was right. Like, the administration has given up on mass deportations. They came out and pretty much said as much. We're like, okay, we're not going to deport farm workers, hotel workers, pretty much, you know, the Patel hotel cartel. We're not going to do anything about that. We can't afford to get rid of the people who are picking crops. So, you know, who are you actually going to deport then? And the truth is, you're going to deport people who don't like Israel. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's basically just that, and then like occasionally they find a guy who's like a crazy violent criminal, and they're like, "See, we deported this guy that like murdered someone." I'm like, "That's awesome." But like,
why didn't you do that before? What the hell?
Yeah, why was he here?
He had a deportation order since 2006, and he's been here this entire time.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, we're going to do mass deportations, but not deport anyone who's illegally employed. It's like, immigration isn't just something that happens for no reason. It's illegal labor is the principal form of illegal immigration in the U.S.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a statement that you're not doing mass deportations.
Yeah, and that's like the biggest thing, because let's just say not too far from where I am, there's like a dumping ground for immigrants, and everyone in my area knows who's hiring them. Everyone knows. It's not a secret. Everyone knows where they go during the day, and there is like literally no punishment that comes on these employers, and they're the reason that all these immigrants are coming here.
No,
And that's the way to do it. They're doing it the most difficult way possible. It's not to just find people in the street and drag them out of their homes. You go after the companies. Like, there should be CEOs in prison, but they're never going to do that because those are their buddies.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that would stop it tomorrow. If one CEO gets arrested, everyone's just be like, "Oh fuck."
Well, and
they're not serious about it, so it's never going to happen.
That's the thing, is that like a group of 22,000 people, which is like there's 22,000 people that work for ICE currently after Trump got in and started raising all the spending on immigration and customs enforcement. 22,000 people cannot round up 10 million people, let alone 150 million people that need to go back home. Like, it's just not physically possible. The only way you can do this is you go after the employers, you go after politicians, you go after the people, all the companies that are responsible for this. And, you know, you would have to start touching the Hebrew Immigration Aid Society that got a letter from 1,500 rabbis. This isn't a fucking joke. 1,500 rabbis across the U.S. back in 2017 saying that the border should stay open. Do you think the Trump administration, who will deport you for criticizing Israel, and hired Kristi Noem as as the Secretary of Homeland Security, who basically used the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism into law in South Dakota? Do you really think they're going to go after the Hebrew Immigration Aid Society and all the other Jewish organizations that
and Catholic ones too?
And there are Catholic ones.
There's a lot. There might be more Catholic ones doing it.
For sure.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
they're unserious about the actual issue. They're not going to do it. Like we said, this could be stopped within a month, and
it could be stopped with a stroke of a pen.
Yeah. No, again, you throw the first fucking CEO in cuffs, and every other CEO is like, "Oh shit,
yeah, that could be me."
Real consequences.
But they're going to.
We hear in Trump surrogates using the term self-deportation, talking about the level of self-deportations. But as that term was originally used in like the Tanton sphere of migration restrictionist think tanks, that meant making it seriously enforcing laws against illegal hiring, It meant going after illegal hires. And that's not something we're seeing. And in administration where like individual rich guys can purchase policy at Mar-a-Lago, I don't see it happening in the near future.
Right. And that's the only way to solve it. You're not going to solve it with a bunch of jackbooted dudes shooting white people in the streets. That's not going to help. It's literally, and it's going to turn way more people against you. Just put the CEOs in cuffs if you want to fix the issue. And if you don't, you're not being serious about it.
You know, I'll say this about self-deportation too. What I always think is fascinating about that argument, right, is they literally have no way to prove it either way. So I don't know why they don't inflate the number even more. Like, if you're going to say people self-deported, maybe I'm a cynic. If I were Trump, I'd be like 20 million people have self-deported, you know, because it's like right now he says it's like 1 million or whatever. And they're like, do you have evidence for this? And they're like, no, we don't publish it. And it's like, well, then why? I don't know. I mean, maybe I shouldn't give them free advice, but I don't understand the argument that they're making right now at all. It's strange. And I agree. Yeah. That the way they're doing it right now, it's like, what it is, there's an article. I wish I remember who put it out, but it was really interesting. They asked people who worked for ICE, and one of the big things the Trump administration has done is it's really increased the budget and the amount of people that do like media work for the DHS. And so a lot of these like deportation squads or whatever, they have like embedded in them somebody whose job is just to film stuff. And they were being told like, try to find viral clips for social media. Like they had leaked text messages where high-level ICE agents are like, try to find good clips for social media. And I'm like, the problem with that is the clips that go viral on Twitter, you know, conservatives love them. It's, you know, guys tackling illegals and stuff. But most of the country does not seem to love these clips. And the best way to do it would be—
I don't even love those clips.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm sick of it too. It's like, I don't need to see another compilation video in black and white of ICE agents walking around with like 50 Cent in the background or whatever. You know, I want people to actually get kicked out. I don't really care.
Because it's not solving the underlying problem. It's like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was when the Trump administration first came into power, it was a little fun when like good posters got control of their social media. It was a little fun, not gonna lie. It was like, oh shit, man, they look like they might be serious. But when you keep posting this shit and there's not significant results, it just becomes insulting to the base.
Right.
Dude, like you're posting this stuff and you're not even like getting the massive results that you're bragging about, and like basically just giving the middle finger to us. And when you keep doing, they're still doing it. And it's just like crazy that there's a significant portion of people that I do respect on Twitter that keep like supporting them or whatever, that just they have no criticism of this administration, and it's kind of annoying.
Yep. We have a local business comment says this. We have a local business that literally sent guys to the border to get van loads of people to come work in his plant, then houses them and deducts expenses from their paychecks. Yeah, that's indentured servitude. That's just wrong. That guy should be in prison. Like that guy, ICE should be going to that guy's door. ICE should not be arresting illegal immigrants who have done nothing illegal besides enter the country illegal. They should be going after other criminals that aren't going to self-deport anyway because they don't need to get jobs because they're criminals. Go after the illegal immigrants that are committing other crimes, get them out, and go after an owner like this and put him in prison for 5 to 10. And then it'll stop because other owners of businesses will know that there are real consequences for their actions, but that's never going to happen. That's the only thing that will solve this problem, or at least the only reasonable, like practical thing that will fix this problem.
Yeah, and that would actually cause significant self-deportations. Like
yes, and it would be less unsavory. If they can't get jobs, they're not going to be here because that's why they're here, most of them. Besides the ones that are actual criminals, again, otherwise they're all criminals because they enter the country illegally. That makes them criminals. And liberals pretend that's not true, but it is true. That's a crime. But that is what will actually get them to leave.
Yep. And no one's going to do shit. Sit here and circle jerk about it.
But it puts on an appearance that they're doing something when they have ICE dudes dressed up in like modern day Gestapo. Like it does look like that. That's what it looks like to a lot of people, not unreasonably, just grabbing people out of the street and out of their homes. That's ridiculous. And not that I care that much. I kind of don't. But at the same time, that will not solve the problem. You just cannot do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think it's about time, boys.
Yeah. Tommy, you're subscribed to the channel. We go live. What are you talking about? It's irrelevant.
Sounds like Tommy likes my thumbnails better.
Well, not the algorithm.
Well, yeah.
All right, yeah. Let's fucking wrap it up. Boom.
Holy crap. Every single time I see this list, the Doomsayers Patreon supporters, I appreciate every single one of you. Jake S, Stash, Daniel T-Rex, Eddie Grimm, Jay Forte, Jacob, Corey Greenleaf, Cole Dobner, Ray, Eric F, Jacob Smith, Silly Cat, Chuck D Wagon, BBB, GGG, Etta Prime, Petrocopia, Matt Piscatelli, Roman Benedetti, Ligma, Ian Patton, Jim Bolin, and Tyler Goebel, if that's how you say that. We appreciate all you guys. It's pretty awesome that we have that many Patreon supporters. And like I said, we greatly appreciate all that. And we hope you guys enjoy all the Patreon content that we put out for you guys. I feel like that these guys do quite a bit of it. So I might try to drop in when I can. But yeah, all the ones that I've been a part of, and it seems like we get a lot of good feedback on all that stuff. So normally every Wednesday night is when we try to do them. So
are we doing Star Wars tier list, Star Wars character tier list next?
We can. We did Marvel versus DC one. Also, we are now Antelope Hill Publishing. A lot of you guys probably know them. If you don't, we have a dude. I'm gonna fucking hang myself. I can't speak. We have
well, don't say that on YouTube. But
we have a code you could use for 5% off all your orders. Antelope Hill Publishing code 5TM, 5% off all your orders. Go support them, support us. They have a lot of good books. Go check them out.
Historical reprints, very nice.
Cool guys.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Use code 5TM at checkout for 5% off your entire order. Agnostic Doug, thank you for joining us. Tell everybody they can find you guys.
Yeah, so
find us,
I'm on. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, you go first, Doug.
I was saying we're on the Intifada Globalists on Rumble, Odyssey, and Substack.
Yeah, check us out. We do. It's like anti-Zionist, so we've done some stuff about like sort of Zionist and Jewish groups and their roles in buying up the media. We've done one on the attacks on academia. We've done one on the European migration crisis, and most recently we had an interview with a Palestinian about the history of the Palestine versus sort of Israel conflict in the last 200, 300 years. It was really cool. That was the really long episode. We recorded.
That's what I spent so much time editing.
Can you DM me that guy? I'd like to interview him.
Yeah, I can send you his account.
Yeah, thank you.
He's got a great username. You'll love it.
Sweet. Yeah, definitely. I've been trying to interview somebody like that, but I've had certain guys, like there was this guy in India who's a Muslim who like told me he can't do it because he would get like grabbed by Modi nationalists. But sorry, continue.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I just don't think he wants to be on your show. That's his excuse.
Maybe.
I'm gonna get kidnapped. I can't. Sorry.
I DM'd you his account.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Follow me at Adam Nutter and all the stuff.
At the Real Typo on Twitter. That's all I got.
Yeah. Follow me on MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Kmatovic343 on Twitter. Hopefully I get my account back. If you see my original account, Kmatovic, just report it, especially if it DM'd you. Send me a screenshot. A great Megalodon, a common crown, and we will see you guys next Monday.
Yeah.